Okay, this could go horribly wrong. If it doesn't work, not horribly wrong, this may not work. I'm trying something. I'm trying to see something. Hello. Miss Honeybear here. Kelly Bear here. Miss Honeybear. I haven't... That's my old burlesque name. That's what my business is called, because it's my old burly name. But I usually just obviously go by my nickname on here, which is Kelly Bear or K Bear, KB. What even is this? I have a really long day. I'm having a really long day. I've got a long day. As you can see, I'm a little whew. I have been trying to get stuff done this week to get my next shop update done, restock this evening. And I really crashed after sirens after last week's restock, after working for all of September to get things ready for the relaunch. So I crashed, and yet I still had enough, I still got, hi Sam, you're up, my dear, 2 more. You have to have a face-to-face with the doctor. Oh dear. Well, I hope it goes well. Make sure you're wearing a mask. Obviously you'll wear a mask, but you know what I mean. Make sure they're wearing a mask. I hope what I mean is I hope that it goes well and that it's for nothing too serious, and that it's quick and efficient and you get what you need from it. Don't mind me, I'm just having a snack at the same time because I was like, oh, I am also hungry. So I made myself a cup of mint tea. I've got some apple and peanut butter. So yeah, basically I've been really, really flagging this week. Bit of a flare up, lots of pain. Turns out art flows turned up as well this morning, unexpectedly, because I don't know. Whatever, it's a thing. It's just a review. Oh, okay. Hello, Rosemary. How do you do? So, yeah, I've just finished stuff that I wanted to get finished yesterday morning. I've managed to catch up. So now I'm about a day behind, maybe just over a day behind with what I wanted to do. And I'm flagging. And I still have stuff to do because this of the second shop update. I have to have things. So I was like, I woke up at 3 a.m. going, oh shit, I've got 1, 2, 3 note cards left that I handwrite that I put in with my parcels. I'm like, well, I can't make them as I'm wrapping stuff up. That's crazy pants. I used to, now I make them in batches. And obviously I've got a whole bunch of like regular ones made from scraps of paper and scrapbooking card. I'll show you actually. Let me move my skull of washi tapes. Spooky all year round, folks. This is hit all year round. But yeah, I've got like a whole bunch of little thank you cards made from scraps of card, and they have thank you, and they have like the little bear stamp. It's not a personalized bear stamp, it's just a bear stamp that I had from years ago because Kelly Bear and I like stamps, and I think someone bought it for me and went, hey, it's a stamp and it's a bear, and I was like, yay, thank you, and now I use it anyway. So usually I use scraps. Some of the time I have to make, if I haven't done much paper crafting recently, then I will just pull a couple of sheets out of my paper crafting pads and make them. But generally as a rule, I use scraps, which is why I only get a couple of each style. Anyway, this year I was like, I don't have any scraps of spooky shit left because I use my spooky stuff all the time and it just gets used up very quickly. So I bought a spooky pad to make these from. Wow, this is long-winded. This is going great. I can see there's a few of you in there. There's also Stephanie's popped in. You've realised that you're hungry as well. Linda, hello. How are you doing? Tycon's here. Bunny Kiss. Hey, Bunny Kisses. How you doing? From Vancouver Island. Just listening while getting ready for work. Oh, well, it's Friday, so I hope that your day goes well. I am really warm. I just realised it's like 20 degrees. It's not rain, it's not sunny, but it's cloudy. But it's really mild. Hi Gerald, my love, you all right? I'm talking whilst eating. This is so gross. It's mukbang. Okay. So what was I saying? I like to blame it on caffeine. It's not caffeine. It's adrenaline and sheer like exhaustion overridden by adrenaline and what's the word? Just sheer like I have to get stuff done. So it might seem counterintuitive going live because usually I go live to procrastinate. I'm going live to make me do, like to help get me through. Hello, Magdalena. You're right, my dear. And how to see you? I can't remember what I was going to say. That's it. It's warm for October. And I've got this on my tummy, so of course I'm like sitting here going, "Why am I so warm?" And I've got a cardigan on, so I should probably take the cardigan off. Anyway, get on with it. I'm gonna make some of these cards. Now this might not work, but so this isn't gonna be a chatty McChatty face. She says this is gonna be me making cards. But I have this thing where I will just prattle about. I get to a point in the day, especially if I'm tired, where I might just do a little bit and then I get distracted, or I'll go check Facebook, or and I'm like, I can't do that. So I need you folks to hold me accountable. And I thought, if any of you have anything that you need to do, or if you want to just chat amongst yourselves, I mean, I'll probably talk about what I'm doing, talk you through the process of using stamps. Can you see that? Look how cute that is. Oh my god. So the stamp set that I'm using, for those of you that are into paper crafting, is from Lawn Fawn. I love Lawn Fawn stamps. Those and like the more spooky like Tim Holt stamps are like some of my favorites. They are more pricey, but they are so worth it. And this is their Halloween. They do this collection called The Village. I don't have the original Village. I would like the original Village. And then they did extensions or like build-ons. And so they've got the Christmas one, which is so cute, like with little bits of snow on the roofs. Oh my god. And then they did and they've got a Halloween one. And then they do all like matching accessories. So you get like the die cuts to cut all of these out. There's loads of other. This is just one of the examples. The little die cuts, and they do all the like little paper craft cutout, like you cut out die cuts for making like spooky house gift bags or gift boxes and cards and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have a die cutting machine. I'm hoping to get one for Christmas from Santa Claus. I've wanted one for years, and I'm never quite sure which one to get. I'm leaning towards the Sizzix Big Shot. I don't want one that's reliant on electricity. So I thought the Sizzix Big Shot, for those of you who know about those kinds of things. Let me know if you have one, if you rate it, because I want one that's got the big plate, so I'm not limited by size. And then, yeah, I'll be able to, because it's something that I wanted to do with my pouches for ages. And I've said this like on and off over the last couple of years. I was going to get a die cut machine because I had these ideas for my pouches with like reverse applique and stuff like that, because trying to cut out everything by hand is really not the one. I've tried it and it's really time consuming, and also I'm hand sewing them on as well, so then it just makes the price even more, like, that's why I don't make them, because the price is just going to be silly and I don't think people will pay for it. So I mean, some people might, but generally anyway. So this set is like super cute. Let's put the paper behind it. You can see you've got your sentiments, you've got like different houses, and then you've got like little trick-or-treaters. You've got one dressed as a ghost, one dressed as a witch, and one as a little candy corn. We've got some little tombstones. We've got a pumpkin patch, and then we've got little accessories that you can put around your house, and you can do all sorts of little dioramas. It's really, really fun. And my plan, I actually made another 2 mini art journals. Because I showed last Friday, I think it was, I showed the first one that I had completed using Bun's mini art journal class, which you can get to download from her Etsy shop. It's always available because it's a digital download. So then I've done this one, I've painted this one now. So I've filled this one with ephemera and paint. So this is ready to go. This is a little sidebar. I've just realised it's meant to be this way around. The first page is this one. It's upside down. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, look, I've been working this. I've put some aside. I was working on this. I'd cut out, printed, stamped and cut out a few little bits. to create a little diorama, because one of the journaling prompts for this art journal involves like a little sketch, like a little stick-in sketch, and I thought it doesn't have to be hand drawn, I could use a stamp. So I thought, well, I'll use my little spooky stamps because spooky season. And then I had an idea of doing a whole because there's 8 spreads in here, a whole book of just spooky town, doing different little spooky dioramas, and then having these little trick-or-treaters going from page to page, so it's like they're going trick-or-treating through a neighborhood. What do you think? I thought that'd be really cute. So I made another couple. So I've made one, I've stamped the paper myself using the stars, these little stars in the corner. Can you see those little stars? I stamped them all over this paper. And then I did the same. I took a bat and a pumpkin and where's the ghost? The ghost I've already got on here. And I stamped this paper and made my other own paper. So it's like custom. They're cute. So this will be the spooky Halloween one. The little neighborhood. I'm literally just going to call it Trick or Treat. And it's going to be, yeah, these 3 little characters taking a walk through their neighborhood and trick-or-treating. I'm really excited. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do it. Probably after the 3rd and final shop drop, which will be next Friday. Oh my goodness. Why do I give myself... Wow, that nearly landed in the peanut butter. I just dropped all 4 of them. That was close. PB art journaling. Let's just put them down there. That's a bit safer. So yeah, I've forgotten what I was talking about, obviously. I mean, I know it was hi, Jamie. Lovely to see you. And hi, Ingrid. You're right. What was I going to say? Oh, Gerald saying I owe you a Tuckbook Rage email. Yeah, that's all right. I've got so much on at the moment anyway, Gerald, that I wouldn't be able to tackle it before the end of the month. But yeah, hit me up though. So Jamie says I'm talented. Well, it's not really talented. It's just like stamps and just like stamping them on bits of paper and sticking them in. It's just a fun way to use the stamps. But yeah, this stamp set was like £17 or something, and I was like, oh, when I paid for it, it was like, oh, was that a mistake? It was not a mistake, because I was going to use it for this, but I've already used it in other stuff. So I'm going to make a card for my sister, because we always do like Halloween cards. So I'm going to cut cards for my sister using these stamps, because she wouldn't have seen them before because they're new to me. So yeah, I just thought what I'll do is I'm going to see if I can. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know what the view is going to be like, if it's going to be really poo for you folks, but we'll give it a go. So I obviously won't really be able to see the chat either, but I'm just going to stamp a few. Oh, actually, no, tell a lie. I need to cut the little papers first, because otherwise I don't know what size. So what size are the papers? Let's see. I've got my little Fiskars. Choppy chop. Oh my God. Can I has words? Let's use the 10 as the base. So they're 5 by 5, and then the card is 6 by 6. So, okay, 5 by 5. I need to cut a bunch of these 5 by 5. So that's what I'm just going to do first. This might be a terrible idea. Actually, I wonder if I can keep an eye on your comments in my YouTube on my phone, and that way I won't be able to type and but I can probably glance over and comment. Oh, look, there I am. That's weird. Let me just put it on silencio. I won't be able to type. How do I make it go quiet? Probably glance over. Oh no! How do I make it go quiet? I'm just going to oh yeah. Okay. I just didn't want to silence my ringer. So what's this? The talent is on thinking to do this stuff as well as actual doing. Yeah, I can't really lay claim to like the idea completely, because there was a Lawn Fawn video, Halloween card video, as I'm one to like watch. Once I get a stamp set, I only have a couple of them. I like to watch their channel. They have a YouTube channel. and they show you different ways to use their card cutouts and their stamps and all that stuff, and how to like combine them with other ones. And there was this slide card, and it showed it like made or was it a flip card with like different flipped scenes of little spooky houses, and then the woman had the trick-or-treaters coming in at one end of the card and then coming out at the back of the card, so it looked like they'd gone through the neighborhood. And then when I was making the mini journals, I was like, oh, that would be cute. So it's nice when finds like that turn out amazing though, says Jamie. So anyway, so let's cut some. Can you folks see okay? Is this like a terrible idea? Is this like the worst thing ever? Because, you know, I really want to be able to make videos for my art channel, but I have to get a decent camera. I can't be doing this on my art channel. But if you folks like this kind of thing, that'd be cool. Okay, so let's make a bunch of strips. Actually, why am I doing it? Yeah, ow. Let's just do some. Oh, do you know what? I must sweat my tits off. I need to take this cardigan off. Hang on. It's pinned closed because it's like a wrap. Well, it's not a wrap cardigan. It's a shrug that's way too big for me, which I turned into a wrap cardigan by pinning it around me. Because I can't buy new clothes that fit, because I can't go in, and I hate buying clothes without trying them on, and I can't go in and try stuff at the moment because pandemic. So I'm like, just the big oversized stuff, like these ridiculously large dungarees, I just have to do. And this cardigan, it'll just all have to do for now. Oh, that's better. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, right, so let's do another strip. There should be more than enough to be getting on with, I imagine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do lots of little scenes. Maybe I can I do 3 together? I think that'll work. It's a fairly new blade on the trimmer. Should we give it a go? It might not like it, but oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Oh, that one's a bit smaller though. Oops. Oh well. It's all part of the charm, isn't it? It's all sort of handmade with love, as my little tags say. I'd love to one day be able to get custom stamps with like my own like sentiments and artwork on, which I know is possible, but until my shop is up and running properly and regularly, I'm still sort of finding my feet, because, you know, it was always something as a side hustle, and now I'm trying to turn it into my actual job. I'm trying to navigate that with like all the health stuff I have going on, which is quite a challenge. It's bad enough just with my usual health stuff, let alone all the extra stuff. So yeah, it's going to take me a while to work out how to a schedule and a routine for myself. Okay, I think this is all I'm going to get out of these ones. Oh, that's quite a lot though, isn't it? Let's see what you're saying in the chat. We can see fine, says Gerald. I'm going to have to come up with a new name. My name is so boring, says Stephanie. Why is your name boring, Stephanie? It's not boring. What do you mean, your name on YouTube? You don't have to have a fancy name. Like, my name is literally Kelly. I just put the bear because that's my nickname, Kelly Bear. I don't think Kelly Bear is particularly exciting as a name. It's just, it is what it is. Right, so those are all trimmed. I'm sure I've got enough. So then what I need to do is I've got a little puncher here. This is one of the 3-in-1 punchers. This one I saw Kelly Fitz recommend. I've got a couple of the cheap ones. One's 5mm and one's 10mm. And then earlier this year I got this one, and I think it's a 3, a 5, a small, which is 3, a medium, which is 5, and the large, which I believe is 7 or 8. May be wrong. I'll need to have a look at the info on that. But I think I'm going to use, what did I use on this one? I think I used the medium. Was I? Nope, I used the small. Okay, well, we'll do the one with the medium. And we'll do the rest with the small. You use the corner router as well. It's good, isn't it, Gerald? I'm liking it very much. I still use my large. Actually, I'll show you. I've got these two. These were the ones that I was using before, just these cheapo ones. This is a small, this is a 5mm. This is a large, which is 10mm. So I believe the medium on this one is a 5, the small is a 3, and this is a 7 or an 8. So I like to keep this one because it's the biggest one. So this is still useful to me. This is the one this was the first one I ever had. And this is the one that I corner rounded my Tower of the Magical Forest in. Most people I see who trim that deck, they use a smaller corner rounder. I use this corner rounder because it was the only one that I had, but I deliberately bought this one to do that to that deck. I wanted a nice big corner rounder because the deck, the artwork and the animals have this round, soft fluffiness about it, and I felt like I wanted large corner rounding on it to continue that soft roundness. Rather than like the pokier, smaller corner rounding. Does that make sense? I know that might sound a bit weird, but that's the way, like the whole aesthetic is important to me and the whole feel of it. Like a lot of my traditional Marseille decks that or like pip style decks, you know, like the Polkar, for example, I've actually left it with I trimmed the borders off, but I left it without corner roundering it because it's not a strict Marseille, but it's sort of Marseille inspired, and I wanted it to feel like those old decks. And also that deck is full of blood and guts and sinew, and it felt right that it would be kind of pokey, you know, because it's full of sharp objects. Blue Crescent Teller. Hello, Deanne, you're right. Oh, Rosemary's got one like this one as well. Jamie's got this one as well. Do you know what I just realized? Me pressing on the ground on the desk with this corner rounder is really loud, and I've got my fancy mic, so that's probably annoying anyone that's got earphones in. I apologize. I'm going to do this. This is easier, isn't it? Actually, it's actually easier. If I'm corner roundering card, you know, like the actual card, then putting it down on the desk is better because you get a better oomph with it. Hi Robin. Even when I don't trim decks so great with scissors, it seems to make them perfect using a proper corner rounder. Do you know what? It really makes all the difference. Like I've been making my own like Christmas cards and birthday cards for people for years, ever since I was a kid. I've just always done it. Like if I'm ever in a position where I have to buy a card because I haven't had the time or I've been really unwell and I haven't been able to make someone a card, they always comment on, oh, it's not handmade this time. I'm like, so I've come to expect it, which is kind of cheeky, I guess, but because I'm, you know, I'm not always able, and I don't always, it's actually generally more expensive and time consuming to make your own cards in the long run, I guess, because you have all the equipment. But once I got a corner rounder and started corner roundering my cards, like either the little like bits of paper that I stick on them or actually just corner roundering the actual cards themselves, it suddenly like elevates it so much. Like I love that you get that little bump in the middle. Can you see where it's been corner rounded? So yeah. Does anyone else here like to do paper crafts? I know if Billy's craft room was here, they would be saying how much they enjoy paper crafting. And it seems like quite a few of you have this corner rounder, but that makes sense, right? Because if you're trimming decks, you want a good corner rounder. I'm really glad I bought this one. It's definitely earning its keep. So this is the last piece of paper. I didn't actually count how many I've got here. That was silly, wasn't it? And you can help me pick what things I'm going to stamp on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've got, that'll give me 18. That'll probably tide me over because for all I know, I won't make any sales this evening, or I might make like 3 sales, or, you know, it's rather presumptive of me. I don't want to make so many that I'm left with loads of little Halloween cards. Although I guess there's nothing wrong with having Halloween cards. It's just, where are they, you know, I guess I could give them to friends. Sorry, to refuel. Stephanie, I love paper crafts. I do projects occasionally, but nothing regular. Yeah, me too, Rosemary. I go through phases of like doing paper crafting and then I think I spoke about this in my live chat last week. And then I'll do a load of art journaling. And then I'll do a load of like sketching in my sketchbook. And then I'll do a load of like, I don't know, making stuff with fake flowers, like hair accessories. I studied graphic design for prints, says Stephanie. Oh, wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. Awesome. You talented, skilled, creative bunch. Okay, so shall we pick what we're going to put on? So let's see if I can. Is this going to be a bad idea? Because it's so glossy. I've got some little houses. Do we want the big, medium, or small house? What do you reckon? Oh, are you going, Jennifer? Lovely. You take care. Oh, must go take care. Yes, doggies, definitely. Yeah, go take care of the doggos. Doggies are the best. So I think I'm not sure which one to pick. Because actually, if I show you a bit more clearly, small house. This says Ingrid. And Rosemary likes the middle house. Well, we'll do some of each. So the small house has just got like a little pumpkin outside. The middle-sized house, this is going great, has a ghost. Can you see that? And then the little spider web. And then the larger house has a ghost as well, and it's boarded up. So I'll do the small house first because Ingrid was the first off the bat. The bat. What? Oh, there are bats. There are bats here. We can put bats in our little stampy things. I'm just going to take the Happy Halloween off because I was using these to make the packaging for my earrings. Oh, do you want to see? Look, I put Happy Halloween on them instead this time because I have to make my own packaging because like I'm just getting the accessories thing up and running. And then I made another pair of ghosts, right? So the white ghosts, because people seem to like those. But then I made a pair in like a mint green. So for some reason the photos come out making them look even more green than they are, but they're actually like a mint green. And I thought they almost look like they could be glowing ghosts, or they could be slimes, sentient slimes, or they could be little aliens. So I like them, and I've got some more of these. These sold out last time, so I've made another couple of these little ones. But look at the little Happy Halloween with the ghost. He's so cute. So I'm well into that. So yeah, we've got the little ghosty there that we can put. Where is it go? Let me just put it back in its little place there for now. They are so sweet, aren't they? Oh, Kat saying, yeah, Kat snapped up the ghosties that I put up last week. I only put one pair up because honestly, I didn't know if people would buy them. So just having some of my mint tea. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so just saw an Edward Gorey sticker book on Amazon. Could be great to make a homemade. Oh, that sounds good, Robin. So cute. Rosemary saw them on Instagram. Yeah, shameless self-promotion. That's the thing. I really actually hate the hustle of having to. I have to put a reminder on my phone every bloody day. YouTube or Facebook, Instagram promo post, Instagram. You know, and I feel like such a what's the word? I really don't like it, but at the same time I have to be my biggest cheerleader because no one else is gonna promote my stuff. And I hear a lot of artists, like independent artists, talking about how much they just really hate the hustle and how you just want to spend I spend less time making than I would like because I have to spend so much time, photographing, editing the photos, creating the listings, all the boring stuff, promoting stuff, trying to it's really, and I'm still at the very beginning of my journey really. I don't quite know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. So I don't know. It's all just very stressful and I hate it. And it's, capitalism. Am I right? I mean, my dream would be that I would just make art and not have to worry about money. But there you go. I think that's a lot of us would like to be able to do what we just want to do. And so what I'm doing a little, I've got these little, the trick-or-treaters, and I'm going to make it look like they're just walking away. Oh no, I didn't press down hard enough. Oh well, they're ghost trick-or-treaters, okay? We're going with it. Okay, and then I'm going to put, I feel like I need something in this here. So maybe I will do tree. Maybe that tree is too big. Spooky tree. I'm going to do a little tree. Or maybe I'll do a couple. So it's like they've got like a couple of trees in their garden. Yeah, there we go. It's like a little scene now. And because I knew it would take me forever to colour them all in properly, I was just picking one thing in each one and like colouring it in so that it wasn't completely like black and white. So we will see. I've never seen a stamper like that. I only know the old wooden ones where you can't see where you're stamping. That clear one's great. Yeah, I really need to clean it. It's filthy. I've got a couple of these, but this is the only one that I've got that's got the grid on it. It's actually the size of an artist's trading card. But yeah, I need to, well, you can see the dotted line is the size of an artist's trading card, which is like a paper crafting thing. And yeah, it's really, really handy because it helps you line stuff up. It's super cool. Actually, I might have a really small one, but I don't know what's happened to that. I think it might be in my travel crafting kit, which, you know, obviously hasn't been used in 18 months, or 19 months at this point. So there's one. And then Rosemary wanted one of the big ones, the middle house. So let's do the middle house. What do you want with the middle house, Rosemary? Do you want a pumpkin patch, or do you want maybe some tombstones? The tombstones are kind of cute. What do you think, Rosemary? This is Rosemary's one. And I might put a bat in the sky for your one, Rosemary. Or maybe I'll do an extra ghost because there's a ghost coming out the top. So we can have like double ghost action. And I'm going to have some apple. Tombstones. You know what? I had a feeling you were going to go for tombstones. Absolute same. Now let's check. The good thing is I can just sort of will they fit? That's the question. With the just about. Let's just squidge them in. It's fine. We'll make it work. That's the thing with the bigger house. There's not many with the bigger house that I made last time because I couldn't quite get the stuff to fit with it. The big house is kind of a feature on its own in this size. There we go, Rosemary. I put the extra ghost. I hope you don't mind. There we go. Who wants to pick one? We've got a small, medium or large house. We've got trick-or-treaters, pumpkin patches, ghosts, bats, all sorts. Shall I just do one with the large house? They have the same kind of sticky action on the back. Yeah, you just use them over and over again. I do have wooden stamps as well, but I don't use them as often because I've gotten so into the jelly ones. But yeah, look them up, Robin. They're really great. Have you tried using a post scheduling tool like Hootsuite to prep a batch of IG posts in one go? Yeah, I do have a Hootsuite account from my beginning of my makeup days, back when I used to really promote myself a lot more. But I haven't really done that. I'd have to recover my account. I can't remember my password. And I have thought about doing that. I think once I've got more of a schedule and a routine going, I might try that. And I think it's probably I'll just use it for Instagram and maybe Twitter. I don't know. Cat wants bats. That rhymes. Oh yeah, I think this house might kind of be its own thing. So let's just pop bats in the belfry. Can I fit another bat? How many bats can I fit? Maybe like this. Will that fit? Will that bat fit? It will. Let's go. This is the cat with the bats. They do another smaller set that I think has like a little black cat and some other little bits, and then they have one which is like large, more like sort of more trick-or-treaters that are sort of more the size of this big house, and you can change their outfits and stuff like that. Like, oh my god, oh my goodness, isn't it cute? Have I ever carved apples or potatoes for printing? I absolutely have, yes. This is quite common in schools in the UK, at least in my schools it was. Yep. Actually, in the closet, in the like under the stairs cupboard, in my old teen bedroom at my mum's place, when you open the door, you'll see lots of smiley faces stamped in hot pink paint, where I carved a potato into like a smiley face and then decided to just use it to stamp the inside of my under the stairs closet. My mum, I was about 15, my mum hit the roof. She's like, what? I'm like, it's inside, why does it matter? I'm just trying something. Scott, hello. Caught me off guard this time. Great to see you as always. Oh, thank you. Hi, Scott. Okay, let's do like a haunted pumpkin patch. I'm going to take the pumpkins and let's just pop them at the bottom of the picture, and then I'm going to put the moon behind the clouds, and then I can put like a little does that work? There's like a little trick or treat sentiment, maybe just some stars. They're just under the stars, just a simple one. Well, there's a singular pumpkin as well with a smiley face. See, I'm trying to fit them all together in a small space, but obviously you could print these and cut them out like I showed you with my little mini art journal, and then you can sort of layer them up behind each other. Or if you have the die cutting shapes as well, you could just die cut them out and layer them behind each other. No, that doesn't look right. That looks a bit clunky. Let's just keep it simple. Oh, but do I want a small bat flying across? Oh, fuck it. Let's go nuts for donuts. Oh, no. Inky hands. I'm so messy. Hang on. Let's flip that over. It's fine. It's still usable. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's quite simple. Yep. Is it showing up? Because I can't really see what I'm looking at on the screen. Cool. So let's do something else. Do. Yep. Does anyone want to pick something else? I could do trick or treat. There's trick or treat, and I forgot there's even like a little fence you can put either side of the house. That might be quite cute. A little fenced house. Hang on, let's do the fence. And then a little tree on the other side. Maybe not. Maybe a ghost coming out of the. Does that fit? Yeah, that fits. Oh. Yeah, look. Ghosts flying out of the chimney. Hi, Satya emerging. You're right. Let's see. I need to. Where's my cloth? I need to wipe this. It's getting a bit stickery. I'm using the Rangers Archival black ink, by the way, for anyone that's wondering. It's acid free and it's waterproof, so it's pretty hardcore. Minty fresh, like literally minty fresh for a change, because I am actually drinking mint tea. Will you colour those in with something? I'm probably going to colour like one little piece from them, because otherwise it's going to take me ages to hand colour them in, because I still also need to cut and fold all of the cardstock, stick them all on, and then I hand write each note individually for whoever places an order. Like it's you know, I'll write, I don't pre-write the, oh no, I got peanut butter on my, it's fine, it didn't stick. Yeah. I don't pre-write my note cards. I write them as I package each order. Haunted Forest. Oh, hello, Ali. I did not think of that before. That's a great idea. Okay, let's get the trees. If I just pop, I wonder if I can get like 3 trees. Need more than 1 tree. If I do that and that, say it, don't spray it. Okay, let me get the first 2 trees in, because I only have the 2 tree stamps for the set. So that's such a cute idea, Haunted Forest. And then maybe I could do another one like a bit like this, and then I can put another smaller one in to build up the little woodland space. I think that's a cute idea. Or it might have to go off the edge a little bit. I can't quite see. Where's my scrap thingy majiggy? Scrap thingy. I feel like it's over stamping. I don't know if that's what it's called. I call it over stamping when it just hangs over the edge of things. And then what I can do is I can do like make it look like there's more. So we've got some trees going, and then I've left a little bit of space here, so then I can put some ghosts, I guess. Right. Oh, hang on. Let's see. So we need. Do we want some clouds to make it look more spooky? Maybe just a couple of little clouds I can put in. You include a peanut butter sandwich inside each pouch. What a surprise that would be. Oh my God, could you imagine that? How that would travel? Oh my God. Oh. Clouds. And then let's do the ghosties. Ooh. It's a shame we've only got the one ghost going the one direction. Okay, it's a little sort of, I don't know, maybe it's a little messy, but I think it's kind of cute. Is that showing up on camera? Haunted Forest. Okay, I've done 6. I was of the mind to get artsy today myself, and this is definitely inspiring me to do so. Oh, awesome sauce. Deanne's having her coffee. Is that mummy coffee you were talking about, where you can choose how caffeinated it is? Yeah, keep working on your sticker deck, Deanne. But obviously as well, at the same time, I feel like sometimes you can push yourself and it works, and sometimes you push yourself and if you're not feeling it, it doesn't work. Does that make sense? Like sometimes I can absolutely push myself and I become motivated and inspired. And other times it's just, it won't happen. The muse will not reach me. Let's do something with these little trick-or-treaters again. I'm going to put them. There's this really, really big house, which is so cool, but I don't think it's going to. Oh, it might. Oh, it just about fits. It's like 3 houses together. Let's do this one. But it might just be on its own in this. I might be able to get some bats or something, because I haven't used this one in any of these cards, I don't think, before. Look at that. Oh, shit. Look at that. Isn't that cute? You should see some of the stuff the people that work for the company, the creators that work for the company do. Like, they have such clever ideas, the way that they use card and paper and inks and pens and paints. It's really cool. Right, let's just see. Maybe I could do a trick or treat in the corner. Trick or treat. How is everyone enjoying their spooky season? Have you been watching lots of spooky films? I've been watching at least one thing spooky every single day, but then I realised that's just my life. So I'm making a concerted effort to watch something spooky every day. That'll do, isn't it? You need to order more mummy coffee, says Deanne. Okay, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. I'll do one more and then I'll cut, because I'll still have the other half to do. But what I'll do is I'll make the little card bits. I'm feeling inspired and motivated enough to finish them, you see. It was just I was struggling to sort of, I was feeling so tired and like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make myself do this. And I hate crafting when I don't feel like crafting. I want to put love and, like, you know, joy into what I'm doing. And I usually enjoy crafting, but when I'm so exhausted, it can be really tricky. There's a little, like, eek. It says eek. Maybe. Let's do the trick-or-treaters with spooky greetings. Spooky. No, ghostly greetings. Happy greeting. That doesn't make sense. Spooky. No. Ghostly greetings. Ghostly. Will greetings fit? I think it does. I think I've used it on the another one. Yes, fits. Ghostly greetings. Ghostly greetings, mortals. Yeah, that fits. Cool. Let's give this a go. Oh, look. Cute. Okay, so I think that's enough of those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. You're getting an insight into how I make my little cards. I mean, it's not anything particularly, you know. I'm sure most people know how to make little cards and stick things on them. But, you know, you'll see how I do it. Stephanie says, yep, you caused my creativity bug to move around. I pulled out my early birthday gifts to play. Ink tints, oil pastels, and colour pencils. Oh my God, that's awesome. Mixed media time. Well done, Stephanie. Cute. Right, so we've got some really cool papers or cards. We have, I'm not a fan of this one, which has just got loads of spooky words. Tricks and treats, pumpkin, witches, potions, toads, Halloween, scary, creepy, wings, skeletons, rats, spells. I might know. But look at the pumpkins. Well, actually, I can just do this for a moment. Oh my God. Little pumpkin wumpkies. Oof, that's very bright. Pumpkins, which is quite cute. Though the cards are quite small, so I feel like the smaller prints work a bit better. Good old black and white stripes. I'm saving those. And this gold ghosts, you can't really see, but they're foiled. It's not showing, but they have foiled bits. Ghosts for my sister's card. We've got a nice black and orange horizontal stripe. So I think I'm going to use that. And we've got one that's got creepy sentiments all over it in spooky writing, which is better than the other one. What else? The ones with this one with bats on it, but the bats are like really hard to see. It's very dark. There's one that's got houses all over it, which kind of ties in quite nicely with the theme of the houses. And there's this one, which I don't find very Halloweeny at all. But I guess you need like some like plainer like more basic stuff. There's this one that's like floral, and you're like, that's not Halloweeny. But then when you look closely, there's like candy corns and foiled gold spider webs, which is a nice way, you know, see if you're making a card for someone and they're not like massively into spooky stuff, but you want to like send them something for spooky season. And then it brings it back round to, oh no, the dancing cats, which I've used before. Squeeze me. Let me see how many I can get out of this first. I can't remember. Well, it looks like it's gonna rain. Now, let's see. 6 by 6. 6 by 6 by 6. What was the width of this? So this would need to be 12. I think it's 6 by 6. Yeah, 6 by 6. Okay, so I need to take this down to 12 centimeters first. And I always keep these little scraps for other projects. And then I'm just going to do 6. How many can I get in here? 6 by 6 by 6. Okay, 3 cards and a couple of pieces of scraps. But these are all, I always use these for things, for making my own ephemera, for making, for sticking in collages, for using as little bits of other cards. Deanne says, I'm so excited for your shop reload today. I think I'm going to be naughty and order more. Deanne! Bless you. Yeah, I'm always paranoid that it's like, I have this thing because I have to post it. Like, I've been posting, when I get to the week of updates, I post my update information on my Instagram, art Instagram profile, but also on my personal /tarot Instagram profile, because my personal one has over 1,500 followers on it, and my art one only has 500 followers. So more people, more tarot people see the updates on my personal account, which is my older account. I've had it for nearly 10 years. Of course, it's got more subscribers, followers, whatever you call them. Followers? Subscribers? I get confused with which platform uses what thing for followers for Instagram and Twitter, subscribers for YouTube, friends for Facebook. But then I feel like people get sick of seeing the post twice. But if I just post it on my art one, not enough, you know, people will say, oh, I didn't see. And I'm like, it was on my art Instagram. They're like, oh, I don't follow your art Instagram. And I'm like, and then obviously because the algorithm, people, even if they follow you, they don't see it. And Instagram wants you to post every day. And I'm like, I'm not posting at weekends. Like Etsy has started this thing called Star Seller, and I've been awarded Star Seller because I always reply to my messages really quickly. I always ship really quickly, touch wood. And I always get good reviews, touch wood. You know, you never know. That there's probably going to come a day when someone absolutely fucking hates what they've received, or they think I've handled something really badly. I try to have good customer service. I pride myself on my customer service, honestly. But the thing is, you know, now that I'm putting shop updates on a Friday evening, UK time, people might message me. But then it's the weekend. And the problem with being self-employed is you end up working all hours. But I'm going to try and be really strict going forward if I'm making this my job. I'm trying to actually have proper working hours and not just working as and when. So obviously, if you reply within 24 hours to someone's Etsy message, like DM, email, whatever it is, you sort of get awarded for that, and you're more likely to get Star Seller, which means your stuff is going to show up in their like algorithm, and they're going to promote you more, right? But the thing is, it really continues to promote the idea that we need to be on all the time. So it means that if I'm posting stuff on a Friday night in my shop, and people are messaging me over the weekend, if I don't reply to those and go, right, well, I'm going to do that on Monday morning because that's my work week, I will get penalized for that by Etsy, and they'll take points or like merits away for not. But it's the weekend and I'm one person, and I'm also chronically ill, so I have to really manage my energy. Do you see what I mean? And Etsy was originally set up for small creators, and now there's people that drop ship and use mass produced stuff and like loads of like crap and they can sell thousands and thousands of items. But that's not handmade. I can't sell thousands and thousands of items in one go because I can't make thousands and thousands of items in one go. And so they can afford to pay someone to do all their social media management and organize all of that. And so it's really become a platform for sort of, it's just a shame of how it's gone. But, you know, again, capitalism, it ruins everything. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm obviously just having a fucking moan. A Friday moan. So there we go. Peanut butter, it's all sticky in my mouth. Oh, that sounded a bit rude. It's all sticky in my mouth. I really need to think before I speak. That's one of my biggest problems. Not thinking before I open my mouth. I'm sure you've witnessed it firsthand. Right here on this many a time. I never learn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Val is to my. Hang on. Where's the third spooky? Or is it stuck to it? 9. So I've got 9. I need another 7 at least. I think your work is such good quality and your customer service is amazing. You will get by fine without having 24 hours turnaround merits. I know, but it means that because I'm a small shop and I'm still quite new by most standards, I need all the help I can get with getting Etsy to promote my stuff, because otherwise, you know, and that's another thing, like Instagram, they're like, you can get more views if you pay to sponsor this post. And I'm like, but how do people feel about sponsored posts? You know, people can buy, oh, she's selling out because she's like paying for posts. It's like so tricky. It's like trying to stay true to who you are as a person and as a creator, but also having to make a fucking living. And, you know, if there wasn't a pandemic, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. I'd probably still be running it as a side hustle because I'd have my main job, which I still only did part-time because of chronic illness, of being, you know, a hair and makeup artist, which was, you know, my career for the last decade. Oh, dear. COVID. Right, okay, so I've got 12. I need another 3 at least. What should we just go with? There's this weird like orange. Oh no, because there's too many orange ones. Let's do dancing cats. I don't know. I feel like I might want to save the dancing cats for my downstairs neighbour's Halloween card because she's a spooky boy. There are not 1 but 2 goths in this building. My ground floor neighbour, she is goth as well, and she has a cat called Spooky, which I appreciate. Oh yeah, there's this like bat print, but the bats, all you can see is just a little bit of the bat's ears and their eyes and nose because they're like peeking out at you from the dark. Let's do that one. Meow, meow, meow. Oh god, I just need to fold these little bits here. And then what I like about these pads is these ones where they've got the little extra tab. They print it in a different print. And you can use these for making ephemera and stuff as well. They're all, you always keep your scraps, folks. Always keep your scraps. Waste not, want not. Like I have a box. I'll show you. I have a box of scraps. Oh, it's got some wadding on the top. But this is like scraps from making my bags. And I made earrings and brooches and all sorts of little felty creatures and stuff from the scraps because I even keep, I'll show you, I even keep the offcuts of thread and even smaller offcuts of felt. That's not the only jar. I've got several jars of it. I should probably find a tin or a box to start putting it in because I do have a plan for those to use them so that almost not only is the felt that I use made from recycled plastic bottles, but then I try to use as much of everything as possible, you know. Let's have a little look through the cheat sheet, see what people are saying. Meow meow meow. What type of music do you perform and how do we find your seed? Oh, are you a musician, Stephanie? Let us know. I didn't see that message there, that comment there. Those foiled ghosts are pretty. They are, aren't they? The basic ones are good for crazier things to go on top. Yeah, that's the thing, Deanne. I think you're right. Ephemera is such a great word, isn't it? I love that word as well. Ephemera, ephemeral. Oh, hey, Rose Honey Ritual. Hey, Meg, you all right, my dear? Met, post it twice. We love you, even me, who was upset, almost missed last Friday. Because, oh, bless you. You're so sweet, Deanne. Same here, but you've got to jump in and start somewhere sometimes, like I'm doing today, making colour swatches, doing jelly prints and some snarky cat stamping. What's snarky cat? Jelly prints. I've never tried jelly prints. Just to get a groove going. Yeah, that's the thing. I think my problem is I go balls to the wall. I do a load of stuff. I put a load of stuff on my shop, and then inevitably my body just overloads and crashes, and I end up in a flare up, and then it takes me a while. Like the last time I crashed at the beginning of the year, it took me like 6 weeks to recover fully. Like that's a long time, you know. So it's about, I initially thought maybe I could post uploads, update my shop every 2 to 3 weeks, and then like a lot of the artists that I follow, they'll do a monthly drop. They'll like the last Friday of the month, for example, that's when they drop. They leave their shop open for like a week, and then they close it again so they can process orders. And that's how they manage their time, because the rest of the time they want to be making art so that there's art for people to have, you know. So I think it's just about trial and error and finding not only what works as running a shop, but also what works for me as someone trying to make a living in an unwell body. In a body, it's you know, there's the mind is willing but the flesh is weak. But also sometimes the mind is chasing squirrels everywhere. So that's like a whole extra thing. Right, so let's cut these last 3. So down to 12. Oh my god, Aunt Flo is kicking my ass. This is helping to distract me from the pain, but it's getting to the point where I might actually have to take some stronger painkillers. Cool. Right. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so let's put that over there. That bed, I was just chucking what I've been using on the behind me. On the behind. I'm not chucking stuff on the behind. And then what I need to do is fold, and I've just got this little bone folder that comes with my 123 card punch from We Are Memory Keepers. And I just always just keep this here. Pain sucks. Yeah, it's like the usual fibro pain on top with the whatever's going on with my hip pain. Finally managed to get booked in for bloody physiotherapy, actual seeing someone in person, not just over the phone, not just by video, someone actually examining what's going on. And then, yeah, period pain on top of it. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me, body? What? I'm like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, there are people that like go through life and they're just like living like without pain or without sleeping troubles, or I'm like, that just blows my mind. Like, I cannot remember what it's like to not have pain every day. Like, because it started, you know, my doctor thinks I've had these issues from younger than they realized, because if you're young and you're complaining about something, they're like, oh, you're fine, you're young, stop moaning, you know. So medical, especially when you're a young girl, even when you're a woman, like women, it's been proven, don't have their health complaints taken as seriously. And, you know, medical research is biased heavily towards men. Like how women's sign of heart attack is different to men. And they've only just sort of really started talking about it because they always use man as the default, right? Yeah, just blows my mind. There are people out there, folks, that are just like, I'm just going to get up and I'm going to go and do a thing. And I'm like, whoa, there's not like a whole load of like, well, if I do that thing, I'm going to have to rest tomorrow and I need to make sure that I have a bath or a hot shower just to make sure my muscles aren't completely freaked out. Make sure I take my painkillers with me in case I have like I just, what? What? And it's really difficult when you've got like invisible illnesses, because people look at you, especially if I've got like my hair and makeup done and I'm wearing a nice outfit. People are like, well, you don't look sick. It's called an invisible illness for a reason, brainiac. And there's some people like, why do you always talk about your illness? Like, it defines you. It's like, well, it kind of does actually have a massive impact on my life. It's like that whole, like, you know, when people use disability porn, disability inspiration porn, they're like, this person has such and such, and it doesn't let them hold them back. Fuck that narrative. It does hold us back, and it is hard, and we're not here to be inspirational to fucking able-bodied people or to make other disabled or chronically ill people feel shit because they're unable to do the same thing that this other person with the same thing as them does. We're not all like, not everyone that is a wheelchair user is a like fucking Paralympic competitor, you know. And I've got friends that are wheelchair users that talk about that, like, because a couple of them are quite young, and people are just like, they do this whole like, oh, you're so inspiring, and they're like, great, thanks, yeah, I just trying to live my life, but okay. It's a whole thing. And then there's the whole thing of like accessibility being removed again now that able-bodied people are just sort of deciding that the pandemic doesn't exist anymore. And, you know, because able-bodied people don't need to see the film, can go to the cinema and see the film. The streaming services and, you know, films are becoming less available. They're like now only in theaters, or like gigs, bands that were doing gigs. They're not filming the gigs now. They're like, well, you're just going to have to come see us. And I'm like, yeah, that you don't look sick trips my trigger. Yeah, like, you know, and then you feel like you have to perform your illness for people because they don't believe you. Fuck that shit. Anyway, run. Where's my Jubilee? Right there in front of me. So what I do, so we've got all these little folded cards, and I used the small punch, didn't I? Luckily, this card isn't too thick, so I can punch 2 layers. You know, it folded over just fine. I have PCOS, I feel you. Oh, Stephanie. I've got several friends with PCOS, and like trying to get that sort of, get help for that as well, like, could be so tricky, right? Because it's anything that's related to like menstrual cycles and hormones. Like, I'm still waiting for exploratory surgery for potential endometriosis, but I've been waiting nearly a year because of COVID. It's like, just don't mind me, just in pain all the time. I agree with everything you're saying about pain and physical illness. Just because you don't experience what I do doesn't mean I'm making it up or being dramatic. Yeah, grr. Or like when people that are preambulatory wheelchair users, then people go, you don't need that wheelchair because you've got enough out of it. Like, some people, like, that's like, I think they make up like the largest number of wheelchair users. In fact, like, there's been times where I have to use a walking aid. I need to use like a cane, a walking stick in the past, depending on how I'm doing. But then other times when I don't. So like, it confuses people, right? Sometimes you need the thing, sometimes you don't, right? But yeah, some people are like, they think that you're in this permanent state of like this one way, and that's how you are all the time. I can go like 2 or 3 weeks sometimes where I feel fine and I'm really energized and I'm sleeping a lot better than usual. And I'm like, oh my God, every time I'm like, oh my God, I'm healing, I'm recovering. And then slam. No. But I always get hopeful every time that happens. I'm about an hour and a half west of there along 96. An hour? Where were you talking about? Did I say hello to Kim, by the way? I meant to say hello. I saw you popped in, just joining in. Hello. Oh, Deanne is in Michigan. I'm a musician, been a while, COVID. Plus, I moved away from my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Wow, that's like a... what we got? Where all my musician buddies are, hard to connect with strangers. I'm very organic in songwriting and singing. Oh, Stephanie. But that's cool that you have other creative outlets. Because like my husband, he's a musician. But like music, that's his thing. Like, his thing is music. Whereas for me, I like making stuff, but making stuff in loads of different mediums. So I feel like it gives me more leeway. I don't know. And because you like music and art, that's even better, because then you can pivot. I just realized this is probably really boring for you watching me like just trying to do all the corner rounding. Last couple. And then we're going to assemble some cards. Avengers, assemble. Oh my God, that moment in the cinema was like one of the best cinematic experiences I've ever had. And I know that sounds really stupid because it's like a comic book film. Endgame, Avengers Endgame. But when you've spent like 11 years watching all the films and you get that payoff, chef's kiss. So much. Okay, so we're going to need some Pritt stick. I think you folks over in the States and in the Canada use like Elmer's glue, maybe. I can't remember. So then it's like pairing up the little dooblies. So here we've got it's really hard to see, but can you just see like the bat's eyes? Well, they're upside down. It's really hard to see little bats' faces, right? But we're just gonna stick them on. I have a lovely voice. Why, what did I do? Did I sing something? I don't even realize I'm bloody doing it. Oh my God. I sing, I do pop appropriation. Like I appropriate songs, pop songs, and change the lyrics for whatever I happen to be doing at the time. It's like a weird thing I do, but I often don't realize I'm singing. I don't realize I'm meowing a lot of the time as well. I think it's a bit of a tick of mine. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. It's so cute. Boo, 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 boo. And then there's a space to write my little message. Oh my God. Oh no, I didn't color it. I need to color the little dooblies in. Let's see in my magical pencil case. Oh shit. Probably use felt pens. What have I got? I need ghost colors, Halloween colors. I've got this lime green pencil. I've got this orange felt fine liner, Tri-Plus fine liner. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Where are my felt tips? Aha! That's what I was looking for. Good old highlighters. Got a nice green, slimy green. I don't know where all my Tri-Plus fine liners are. Oh, I've got purple. That's always good. And I realised because I've never had candy corn and I didn't double check when I was colouring in the last candy corn ones from the last batch. I coloured them in the wrong colour. Look, I think the orange goes in the middle. Forgive me, I'm English. I don't know. I've never had candy corn. I'd like to try it. Everyone just rags on it. They're like, oh, it's just. There's like it seems like Marmite. People either love it or they hate it. But I think it's got beeswax in, so I don't think I can have it anyway. But maybe there's vegan candy corn out there. I would try it. Should we color in some little spooky spookies? Where's my regular yellow pen? I've got too many different like pencil cases for different things. So I can't actually, I don't know where everything is. Well, I've got yellow here. This is probably the wrong yellow for candy corn. But let's do it anyway. I don't want to do the neon. Yeah, that kind of works. Although this paper is no good for felt. I think that's the way around. Is that the way around? It's so cute. Just reading up, catching up with the chat. Rona, hello. Lovely to see you. You love these films as well. Yeah, so good. I do sing all the time. I don't realise I'm doing it, Stephanie. It's like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of candy corn. See, people have really strong feelings about it. Did I just sing again? When? I literally don't remember. What is my life? Maybe I'm not a massive fan of musicals. And I'm like, maybe it's because I lived a previous life in a musical. And now I'm like, no, but I accidentally burst into song without realizing it because I'm secretly from a musical land. I started watching, it came up on Twitter, in my Twitter feed, the new film with Peter Dinklage. I love Peter Dinklage. So I was like, yes, I'm going to watch this trailer. Paramount was promoting it. And I clicked on the trailer. I'm like, okay, he's Cyrano de Bergerac. Is that who he is? Okay, fine. And then they start singing. And I was like, nope. And I had to switch it off. How can I, who sing all the time, not really like... I'm very picky about the musicals. Yellow goes on the end outside like a corn kernel. Have to go now. Bye, Ingrid. Watch the rest later when I'm doing the dishes, probably. Loving these videos. You would see in the next one. Bye, lovely. I hope you have a lovely Friday, the rest of Friday. While you were looking at your art equipment, you were singing. Was I? It's worrying. Like, I'm like, okay. That's a problem, right? That I don't even realize I'm doing it. Let's put this little house. Let's color something in here. But what to color in this one, right? Because like I like to just color. Maybe I'll put like a glow in the window, like there's a candle or a light. Let's do that. There's a light over. I know I'm singing now. Frankenstein plays. I haven't watched that yet this month. I always watch Rocky Horror in October. I'm saving it for later in the month. It's a glowing. Can you see that? There we go. And I'm going to stick it on the one with the houses. It brings you joy. It brings me joy. I don't know if it brings me joy if I don't realize I'm doing it. It's just a weird thing. Oh, dear. Okay. Yes. I don't know why I find it satisfying, like sliding the paper around on the top of the glue stick. Because whenever I try and do it like down on the mat or on a piece of paper, like it goes off the edges and like goes onto the mat, and then you get like stickiness on the mat, and I'm like, it's too messy. It means you're happy if you're singing. I don't even know though. I just think I do it all the time, even when I'm miserable or angry. So over so who has films that they watch every October? Because I know loads of people have like films that they watch at Christmas, but who has like October films? Like I try to watch a spooky film, or at least one spooky episode of an episode of a spooky TV show every single day in October. That's not much of a difference for my lifestyle, but I make a concerted effort to do it. And there are films that I watch every single October. So I will watch Hocus Pocus. I will watch Edward Scissorhands, or sometimes Edward Scissorhands comes out at Christmas. That one is a twofer, a bit like Nightmare Before Christmas. They're kind of like 2 for 1 on the old holiday times. You can go either or on those. But I always watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, what did I already said that? And I already said Hocus Pocus. So I was just distracted because I was looking for a point fine liner just to colour in this a little bit because it's a bit stamped, a bit wobbly. And then I like to watch Alien and Aliens. I've already watched Aliens, but I haven't watched Alien this October. Aliens is like one of my comfort films. I watched Chocolat the other night with my husband because my husband doesn't like scary films, so I have to watch a lot of them on my own. But then Sunday night, we want to watch a film together. So we watched Chocolat, which kind of counts because it's about a witch. Vian is a witch. And although the film doesn't make it explicitly clear she's a witch, in the book, it is 100% clear that she's a witch. Joanne Harris actually writes about her being a witch. So that's cool. Adam's Family, yes. Practical Magic, I hadn't watched for a while, and I ended up watching it for the first time in ages last year, and that was fun because I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed that one. Yeah, and then I watch, Adam's Family 1 and 2. Haven't watched those yet. I the last 2 weeks of October, it's like a fever pitch of like watching films, spooky films. And then what else Kat's still here. Hello, lovely. Corpse Bride. See, I watched Corpse Bride, believe it or not, for the first time last year, I believe. Can you believe it? I watched the Corpse Bride for the first time last year. It was just one that I never got around to watching. And then I was like, oh, I'm sure I'll watch it one day. And then there was never anywhere to watch it. And then it came up on like Netflix or something. And I was like, well, let's watch it because it's on there. Sleepy Hollow, though, I watched that one. Although I don't have the DVD for that anymore. I have a feeling I lent it to someone and didn't get it back a couple of years ago. And I recently, for the first time ever, watched Jennifer's Body. Now, I fell for the fucking bullshit that this was just a stupid film. And then I saw an article and a video about the film, and people going on about how it's such a good feminist like cult classic. And so I decided to give it a go because it was on Disney Plus's like Star or whatever it's called. Oh my God, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I'm like, yeah, of course. They completely advertised it, and they made it like it was all about Megan Fox and being all sexy and all this stuff. And like, it was completely, it was really shitty what they did with that. So it was meant to really be a horror film for women, and they just traded it off of Megan Fox. Oh, Megan Fox is so hot. And so people saw it, and young men went to see it and were disappointed. And actually, it's a really fucking good film. So sorry, Megan Fox. And then what else do I watch each year? There was another one that just popped into my head that I watch, and then I started talking about Jennifer's Body and distracted myself. I'm going to colour in the pumpkin orange because pumpkin. I have to fight the urge to get all wanky with it and start doing shading with different colours and stuff, because then it becomes too time consuming. Boop! Pumpkin. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. What else have I been watching? I started watching series 3 of Ghosts on BBC iPlayer because that's obviously funny and spooky. And I've started watching part 4 of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I know that came out much earlier in the year, but I was specifically saving it for October, and I watched the first episode of part 4 or season 4 yesterday. So that was really cool. So yeah, there was something else. There was another film that I say that I always watch, and my brain just went out of my head. Why can I not remember? Hey Jen, you're alive. Yes, I am indeed. Yeah, check it out. Hey, N Melodic. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's check it out, Cat, as well. It's well worth it. Yeah, I like some slasher films. If I'm not a fan of slasher films, I always watch things like Nightmare Before Christmas, Sixth Sense. I'm a baby when it comes to scary stuff. See, I like it all. I don't like torture porn. I'm not a fan of like Hostel and like I've watched the first Jigsaw film, but then I've not watched the rest, and I'm not interested in like watching The Purge and stuff like that. But I do like the original, like Halloween. I do like the sort of the 80s sort of. You've got the Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 and like Army of Darkness, and then I enjoy the older Freddy films. I enjoy the 90s stuff that we had, like Scream was doing really interesting stuff at the time, as was I Know What You Did Last Summer, and that was like my era, right? The Craft which kickstarted this whole witchy tarot thing when I was like 15, 16. That film has a lot to answer for my entire aesthetic and like lifestyle. So I've not watched Paranorman before, but it's one of those I always think I should get around to. I love the Alien series as well. I have to gird my loins to get through. So yeah, I find Aliens is like just, yeah, I've watched it so many times that it's just a comfort film for me, which freaks my husband out no end. He's like, it's not right. I'll fall asleep to it. I'll just gently snooze away to it because it calms me. It's a great film. Just colouring in some tombstones, with my little Copic chows. I've got a set of like grayscales. Do the third one in a different shade of grey, just so it stands out differently. Oh my goodness, this is too cute. Too cute. I haven't seen The Craft Legacy. Look at that. Look at it. Yeah, I've not seen it yet. If it pops up on like one of my streaming services that I'm subscribed to, I will watch it though. Oh my God, there was a film that popped into my head that I watch every October and it went out again. My brain. Not seen The Sixth Sense for ages. What else did I watch last year? Oh, you know what I want to get on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever it is the kids are watching these days. Because the kids aren't watching, they're streaming. Is The Witch. I really enjoyed that a lot. That is very much my bag. That kind of slow creeping, slow burn. Such a good film. Oh, and we watched Zombieland Double Tap finally. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. What else? More pumpkins. Pumpkins. Just colouring in a pumpkin. Don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves. And then I should wrap up because I've been doing this for an hour and a half, and I need to finish them. I've started Magnuson. I've started, so I'll finish. Just see what's going on. Actually, yeah. Let me. Doobly Doo. The werewolf. Cherry Falls. Such good like werewolf films. American Werewolf in London. So good. Classic. Bram Stoker's Dracula's. Quite fun. Oh, that was it. Lost Boys. That's like one of my and The Goonies. So I really like a mix. I like a mix of. Oh, I usually watch The Dark Crystal as well, but I watched that not that long ago, so I might not watch that. Labyrinth is another one that I usually watch. So I have a real mix. I have a mix of like stuff, nostalgia that I've watched when I was younger, when I was a kid and a teenager. And then there's like, you know, the fun, spoopy stuff. Shaun of the Dead, that's another one. Shaun of the Dead. I went to see Shaun of the Dead 3 times at the cinema. That's how much I liked it. Let's do some pumpkins. Where are my other pens? I've only got one shade of orange out here and it won't do. Oh, I'll show you the little pumpkin that my friend sent me. On Wednesday, I received a parcel by surprise, and it had some lovely goodies from Scotland. My friend Meg that moved up to Scotland last year. I miss her and her husband Chris and their dog Molly very much. But one of the things in the box was this little knitted pumpkin. And it was literally just a box full of autumn goodies from Scotland, because she's like, I know how much you love autumn. And it made me do a cry. Oh, okay, that works. Let's do a different. Oh, I've got a different orange here as well. Mix it up a bit. Pencil and marker. I'm going to stick this on, and then I'm gonna go. What should I put this on? Yeah, on that one. It's a shame they don't have any like midnight sky kind of, or clouds on the in the pack, but nay mind, I will just get a different one next year. And you always, if you want to order like Halloween or Christmas paper crafting stuff, you always have to order it like a couple of months in advance, because those crafters, they will snap it up in time, because obviously a lot of them will want to be making stuff ready for Halloween all for Christmas. I'm already getting really excited. The last week of this month, I'm gonna like start buying my Christmas collection supplies. I can't wait to like look around for like Christmas charms. I've seen some really cute gingerbread people, some like, I think I saw some gingerbread houses, some like candy canes, like all sorts. So we'll see what I come up with, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick look through the Zichet. Oh, I did quite a few. I did like, oh no, those were the ones I'd already had. Let's have a quick look through the chat, and then I'm going to go because I've been on for an hour and a half, and I think that is more than enough of your time that I have taken up. I think the name of my SoundCloud page is Bucci Bean. Casper. Oh my god, I haven't seen that for years. I went to see that at the cinema. God. Oh no, I'm thinking of who plays the kid Casper? I can't remember. Charlie Brown Halloween Special. I've never seen that. Let's see. I break out in random dances in the middle of the market aisles, for instance, and not aware that I'm doing it until someone smiles at me or something. Or looks at you funny, huh? Lollipop Shoes book is good. Sensing a theme, anyone says with me, yeah. Everyone's talking about paranormal, alien, super gory slasher stuff, but I like other scary movies. Haunting, yeah, I love like haunting, spooky stuff, like The Others is good. Or, you know, like creature feature, like The Descent is quite a good film. Company of Wolves. Oh, Dog Soldiers is another good one. Lost Boys and Goonies, the classics. Curse of the Demon. Oh, The Mummy, which is obviously part of the bisexual agenda. Oh, that was it. The one that I watched ever since I saw it at the cinema. Crimson Peak. Crimson Peak. Fucking love Crimson Peak. Got my son got a knitted pumpkin last year from the farm down the road, and it was his favourite thing for. Oh my god, that is so cute. They have a lovely place, your friends in Scotland. I'd love to go there sometime. Oh, did you look it up? The Heath Park House. Yeah, their attention to detail is just perfect. And Meg is a baker, and so she bakes. They're a very dog friendly place because they have a dog themselves. And whenever I talk about going up to Scotland with the dogs and my friends, they're the ones I'm talking about because they lived down the road from me until last year. And Meg, my friend, she bakes dog cookies for the dogs that are guests, the big guest dogs, and she sent a box down for Nomi to enjoy. She made mini Nomi sized ones rather than the bigger bone sized ones. And yeah, she just make like amazing stuff. I miss them so much, and we thought we would have been able to get up there by now, but the pandemic hasn't eased as much as we'd like, so we haven't been up to see them since they moved. It's the longest I've been since I've seen her ever. They moved last July, and that was the last time I saw. No, they moved from London last June. Then they moved on from her husband's parents' place a month later. So I haven't seen her since for over a year, and it sucks. It's Stephanie's birthday. Where did it say Stephanie's birthday? You're 54 in 3 days. I still can't sleep at night. I watch a ring of mixed. Well, I just want to say happy birthday for in 3 days. That's so cool that you have an October birthday. Yes, love it. My dad's birthday is in October as well. I can't do. I knit as well. I just can't make it. Do you know what though? I've come to the realization like it doesn't matter. Like as long as I'm not starting completely new hobbies and buying all the things and then not using it, which I have done in the past. I just keep all my little crafty bits and use them as and when. These interests keep me from losing my ever-loving mind, right? Oh my god, that's the thing. If I didn't make stuff, like I think I would like lose my mind. I would lose my mind. I don't like. I have this thing where I'm like, I just have to. Like when I was a kid, I was always like, if I wasn't reading, I was building stuff out of Lego, or I was like drawing or coloring, and like it just I don't know. My mum was like, "You're always so quiet." Hang on a second. There's always some bastard making a racket out there. Welcome to London. But yeah, I don't know. My mum was always like, "You're always such a quiet kid. You always just wanted to like sit in your room on your own." And she'd be like, "Come on, go outside," and like make me go outside when I just wanted to sit and like make things. Oh, no mind. It is what it is. I'm just going to do a little bit of a spoopy highlight on that little ghosty there. I can barely see it. Oh, it looks more like urine yellow than neon yellow on the camera, but I assure you, I used this neon yellow. Anyway, I have been on for more than enough time. I am like, I need some water and a wee. And I'm going to take some painkillers, but this has really helped distract me from my pain and just help me like get a move on with these little cards. So I thank you for joining me in this. This has been fun. I hope you've had fun too. I realised I didn't colour the ghosts in the haunted forest. Who was it that had the haunted forest idea? I can't remember now. Thank you for that. That was a stroke of genius. I'm just going to colour some trees because I feel like you need some brown trees. I said I'm going and then I'm doing more colouring. God. I need some more browns, different coloured trees. But yeah, no, I'm going to go. I'm not going to colour it. I'm going to go because it's boring for you to watch me colouring. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm going to take some hardcore drugs. I've set an alarm for my shop restock. So if the drugs make me like, woo, which they will, I've got my alarm and my husband to remind me to put it live. I had a bit of a thing last week though. I took it off of holiday mode and like set it all ready. And then it took nearly 10 minutes for it to like update, even though I had hopefully I thought I'd left enough time for it to like the changes to all take effect by 7 p.m. And I was like, oh my God. But so I'm going to do it even earlier this time. So it should all go through for 7 p.m. UK time. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I've got an alarm set. So yeah, I'm going to go get some water, some painkillers, have a wee. But thank you for keeping me company. I hope some people have said they're inspired to do some creative stuff, so that's good. That's always nice to know. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely weekend, whatever you're getting up to, whether you are having some time off or whether you are, even if you're working. I hope that your working weekend goes well. And yeah, you know the drill. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, all that jazz. Get the jab if you're able to. And I will see you in the next one, hopefully a little less scattered. Have I met me? I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Ciao.